I've been getting a lot of questions from friends in Malaysia about why I've decided to quit my job in America and take a job back home. To be sure, it was difficult to do. I know things aren't great in Malaysia right now. I have been in the US for 11 years. I have a lot of friends in the States whom I will miss dearly. I have a good job here, and I live in a wonderful city. We live in a very globalized age, and a very cynical one. It seems such a quaint thing to say that you love your country, but I do. And I'm sure I can speak for many of us Malaysians overseas, even those of us who will never return, when I say that Malaysia is still home, and its people are still family. And we are family. The most remarkable thing about Malaysia is how, despite being composed of a bewildering array of ethnic groups that differ in language, in culture, and religion, that are different in every possible way that people can be different, we have been able to build a stable, cohesive, prosperous society. In most other successful countries, one demographic, one people group is numerically, culturally, and economically dominant over the rest. Not so for us. In Malaysia, we all have had to compromise, we all have had to sacrifice for the sake of the other, and we all have had to look out for the interests of others over our own. This is what family means. That we Malaysians have managed to do this is a rare and remarkable achievement, and a wonderful legacy handed down to us from our country's founders. A legacy I hope that my generation will be found worthy to continue. I know that there are problems in Malaysia, difficult, heart-wrenching problems that seem impossible to overcome. I am not under any delusion that by coming home I can make such a big difference or that I can save Malaysia. But one of my favorite stories from the Bible is when Jesus was teaching a large crowd, 5,000 people, and there was nothing for them to eat. A little boy came to Jesus' disciple Andrew with 5 pieces of bread and 2 fish and offered them to him. But how far could so little food go among so many? Jesus blessed the boy's food, broke it to pieces, and distributed it to the crowd of 5,000. Somehow, when all 5,000 of them had eaten their fill, they collected the leftovers, and there were still 12 large baskets of food left. What a silly little boy, huh? This problem was too great for you to solve. Why not keep your bread and keep your fish to yourself, so that you know that you at least have enough to eat? I cannot solve the problems of corruption, the abuses of power in Malaysia, but I can learn to do my job with integrity and honesty, and this is a little something. I cannot overcome the problems of poverty, injustice, and exploitation in Malaysia, but by learning generosity and by learning how to treat even the poorest Malaysians with respect and dignity, this is a little something. I cannot heal the religious and ethnic tensions erupting in Malaysia, but by learning to show compassion, kindness, and love toward another person, even when we are of a different race, even if we disagree about God and about religion, this is a little something. God willing, I will go to Malaysia. I will offer up all of my little somethings, and I will wait for a miracle.